Isakov, a medical intuitive and a wealth activator, and this is another episode of Inside Healing. 10 to 15 minutes of insight and healing. Subscribe so you never miss a moment and share. Ultimately, I think everybody's going through stuff. Me too. So how do we show up for ourselves? How do we use the resources that are around? Well, I mean, this is here. And when you subscribe, you don't get emails. I make sure, I also really mindful of that I don't want a lot of emails, so I'm always mindful of other people as well. So today's theme episode was a request from a really remarkable human being. All of you guys are remarkable, but this is one that I've gotten to know over the last, I don't know, a yearish or so. So it's a really complicated topic because there's many kind of like wavering elements to it. This is the request. I am a savior and a hero for others, but not for myself. Now, I'll just name out a couple of things here and then you can see what resonates for you because I think we all have this a little bit or a lot. So usually, I would say every person that comes into your life, big or small, there is some karmic connection. Okay. Now, that karmic connection may be still unfinished. You may still have unfinished karma, and you still may be replaying that relationship of what you were doing in a past life. Say you saving them, you being their hero, and then they're taking advantage of you, or vice versa. They're saving you, they're being your hero, but you are not appreciative, you're not grateful, and you're just taking it for granted. That's one. The second one is when it's like a people pleasing. It's like, I'm not worthy of love, so I'm just going to do whatever I can to keep them in me while neglecting myself. Or not even, you're not always neglecting yourself, you're just not serving yourself. So where do I go with this healing, right? So I think we can all agree, or maybe I'm going to tell you that everything really is a reflection, a ripple effect from what's inside of you, what's percolating up inside of you. So I want to first clear people pleasing, first and foremost. I also want to clear victim victimizer. So here's the thing. When we, when we're talking about victim, both people are kind of the victim, even the ones that are, so the ones that's victim that's pleading and the other one is serving, there's a bit of a game going on. So both are being kind of victim in their, I'm getting like a maladaptive behavior. It's quite fascinating if you delve deeper and you kind of go into the roots that really isn't one victim. There isn't one victim. There's usually one victim that's receiving, and then there's one victim that's suffering. Does that make sense? The abuser at any level is also suffering as a victim in their own cage of their own pain and suffering. And then the victim that's receiving it is suffering from what they're receiving. Probably both have a karma. Most abusers, oh, that's such a great book. I really recommend, his name is Brian, Brian Weiss. And it's called Through Time into Healing. And it's so fascinating. Through Time into Healing, Brian Weiss. He was a clinical psychologist in the 60s. He didn't believe in any of this stuff, but he had this one longtime client, and this client all of a sudden started to regress. Look, her voice changed, and he didn't know. So this is when he started to delve into the past life of her and how that is influencing you today or her today. I recommend that. Okay, so let's begin. You can see there's so much to say about this. And this is what I've learned also, interestingly enough, which was not a coincidence. My major was psychology in university, and then I read all of Carol Ann May's books like in the 90s, and then it's so funny, everything that you're interested in, everything that you're drawn towards is something that's in you from a past life that is part of your purpose. And then, some of us, it just takes time to unravel that and see that in that way. Okay, let's begin the healing. So take a few expansive breaths and just know that I'm sending all of you guys really powerful gold energy, which is just healing you. You may have already been feeling it all through the beginning of the session. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm being told to do something else as well. Wow, you guys are going to get a lot today. All right, so let me set this up. You just take a few breaths and just start to ground yourself and just in your being. So I'm going to run really powerful energy it's governed by Arcturian and also Metatron, Lord Metatron or Archangel Metatron. He's the only archangel that's had a human life, so it's quite powerful. And I'm going to run it to clear in an open quantum fashion, like they're going to decide it's like several frequencies in one. It's super powerful. I'm going to ask it to clear needing to be a hero, a savior for others, but neglecting yourself, because ultimately it is actually a bit of self-abuse. Yeah. Well, can you see how deep this gets? So we're going to clear from your astral body, which is your emotional mental body, and also your soul level. Going to clear on any of these levels, any tendency or patterns of being a savior, a hero for others, and neglecting yourself. I'm going to add to that really being a hero for yourself. I think there's a song like that. Oh no, it's like I can be, yeah, so being your own healer. I say savior. I don't really like the word savior. So I don't like it even for yourself. So I'd rather just use hero. So clearing any patterns on all your subtle bodies. So that's your physical, your etheric, your astral, which is your mental and emotional, your causal, which is your karmic, and also your soul level. Any patterns of wanting to save others, wanting to please others, wanting to be other people's heroes, but neglecting yourself. And then also being your own healer. And then I'm going to run sacred activation just to release people pleasing. And I'm also going to run be your own healer. Excuse me. Actually, everything I say, I guess, has a meaning. Be your own healer. Sure, we'll keep that. We'll keep that. But I'm also going to be your own hero, which is what I wanted to do. So breathe. I want to be quiet for at least a minute to let this really land. There's a lot going on right now that's clearing your tendencies to heal and save and be other people's hero and neglecting yourself. And I'm also implanting being your own hero, but I'm also running those two sacred activations. So here we go. So what they're really clearing, so I can actually tune in to the people that are going to see this. It's energy just knows no time, no space. It doesn't, you cannot comprehend this with your logical mind. but there's a lot of unworthiness going on here. So, and it's living in your belly. This is everybody that's watching this. So what they're doing is unraveling the knots of unworthiness in your belly. Okay. And when I yawn, it's a lot of energy flowing through. And when I burp, it's dense energy from you that's leaving. There we go. Yeah. In some sessions, like a lot. It's like, it's hard to explain myself. It's like, I want you to really think of this healing as opening you up to being your own hero. And here's the thing. When you become your own hero, when you start to serve yourself, then doing things for others will seem so pleasant, will seem so joyous. Because if you are just serving others, your cup is not full. Yeah. And we see things differently as well. So for example, the person that brought this to me, I'm everybody's savior and healer, a hero. But if you are your own hero, then you can still be a hero for others, and it doesn't land the same way for you. Does that make sense? Just filling your whole body with gold. You are gold. You know, gold is the color of abundance and prosperity. But remember, abundance of everything. It's not just money. Go ahead and make your way down to the heart of Mother Earth. Just feel yourself in the depth of, you may even see red or brown, just in the depth of really the held, loving energy of Mother Earth. You can think of this session today as being called being your own hero, being your own hero. Make your way up to your heart center. And I recommend you bring your hands to your heart. Why? So your heart is very much charged, heart chakra, and your hands are also like charged, like high energy. And when we put them together, it's like you're plugging in like the most potent, powerful energy. And I want you to repeat this out loud. I am fully back into my body, fully grounded and ready to be my own hero. I'm fully back into my body, fully grounded and ready to be my own hero. I'm fully back into my body, fully grounded and ready to be my own hero. Bring your awareness to your breath. Start to come back into your body. And when you are ready, you may open up your eyes. As always, so much gratitude for you, every single one of you. I don't take this honor of the service lightly. There's so much out there, and the fact that you are allowing me this honor means the world. There's always much love. Bye for now.